Hello, it is Saturday, September 19th, 2020, and this is the Yourmish full body workout. Cycle 3, Part 1, Round 7. So 7 rounds for Part 1, and at least 3 rounds for Part 3, and Part 2 and Part 4, kind of adventure up in the air. This one I'm going to try to talk and do the workout, so I will be talking about stuff while working out, just relaxing, talking. Gonna go lightweight, low reps, just talk and do. That's what it's going to be all about. So for example, I might do 1 of these, I might do 2 of these, I might even do 3 of these, but I'm not going to push myself too hard on these. So it's going to be nice and relaxing. Just me getting into position, practicing that almost no hesitation vibe, which I kind of like about certain things. So it's like not lifting any weights that do anything other than just make me feel good. Kind of turn things on, get the motor running to a certain extent. Feel good, not really throw the count. Maybe intuitively go to 3. Sometimes go a little bit beyond that. It's kind of like running with a friend. You're getting a fun workout, you're having a good conversation, kind of ticking 2 boxes at once, which is kind of nice. I'm not a huge multitasker, but in some ways I try to get a couple things done at once. Let's say I wanted a breathing exercise, and I also wanted to work out. Sometimes I'd combine the 2. Right now, practicing the fine art of talking and getting my voice across in hopefully a good way, not using the tool of brevity. That is something I use when I'm actually talking to another human being. Listening and brevity. But in this situation, that's not really too necessary. All that's necessary is for me to kind of keep going and have fun with that fact. I think there's a joke I should try to think of about using small words and why sometimes big words might have 5 or 6 syllables, but it might take the place of 10 small words. And then the real use of big language and flowery language is to actually say less. That might be kind of an interesting idea. So on the second set of this thing, and let's get this, kind of feeling it. Not really counting, just kind of doing it till I kind of feel it. There might be sets where I just do 1, and because I did a couple before. Really want to feel it in the spots that I need to feel it. Trying to really feel this top of my chest. And some people say flex the muscle beforehand, stuff like that, but I haven't messed around with that too much yet. So that is another of the 1,000,001 things available for me to do in life in general. All right, so that was the second set. I'm gonna work on that third set, starting now. And let's just see how many chin-ups kind of feel good. All right, just 2 felt good right there. It's not difficult to run out of gas or run out of energy for me on chin-ups. It does take a little while. And if I throw heavier weight onto this, it doesn't take me a while for this either. That's actually most exercises. So I am losing a little bit of weight. And maybe that's going to help the chin-ups a little bit. Hopefully the thing that'll help the chin-ups the most is gathering a little bit more strength. Consistent building of strength. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Ugh. So my seconds counting were probably a bit slower or a bit faster than normal seconds. I'm okay with that. Felt pretty good to do that. Gonna kind of focus in places. I'm gonna clear out all those exercises I do in here. It's a little bit late. I didn't realize how late it was, but hopefully, eventually I'm gonna get a light. Had a light, and now it doesn't really work too much, but try to get this light going. Try to get this in nice and wide angle towards everything that's going on here. Let's see if I can get that other light to kind of pop on. No, that light is not going to happen. So, let's figure out some other light. Got this thing. Don't think I'm really using this for anything. So put that there. That's not too bad. Okay, so in here, first exercise that I'm thinking is these things. I might just go for 3 air squats. Feel that snap, crackle, and pop. Get into the extension here, leg extension. Just gonna do 2 of these. Feel good about it. Not really changing the weight from last time. It kind of feels nice. Just go about, get it done, feel nice and smooth. I'm gonna lay down, do that, and keep talking and practice talking and moving at the same time. And one thing I'm not gonna do is stop moving, hopefully. No real big rests. But also not pushing myself too hard on this. Kind of feeling where comfortable is. And I might push a little bit beyond that. I want to feel the pleasure of waking the muscles up. Feel them moving. Knowing my body is active. And kind of rewarding it for being active. I don't have a huge goal. I don't have a time limit on this. This could be a lifetime type endeavor. So that's good. Nice, relax, smooth. And it gives me an excuse to watch this thing afterwards because I can dial in the counts while watching this if I so endeavor. So that's kind of good. Like I said, this is the last time for this cycle of doing this workout. So definitely playing, definitely experimenting, trying to make my life more positive. Basically also not trying to dread this workout. If I throw heavy weight on there, get all intense, and possibly get injured, don't really want any of that. I want to turn up the positivity in my life. I really feel good. And there is something good about going heavy, but I'll leave that for adventure week. I want something I can consistently look at and be like, hey, I want to do this thing. Workouts where I'm really pushing myself, really feeling it, feeling super tired, kind of wanting to puke afterwards. That, it's probably good for me in a way. And I've been there a little bit, but I want to try a different focus. I want to not necessarily beat myself up for being weak and maybe be more weak and out of shape as a result, but I want to do the best with what I got, you know, and actually try to make a lot of things better. So that's the goal for this. The feelings here, like really feeling the body, really tuning in And knowing that I have an agreement, at least in this workout, between myself and my body, that when it feels uncomfortable, hey, it's cool, I'll back down. But hopefully, little by little, as long as I step into that discomfort from a happy place, that discomfort doesn't really seem so daunting, doesn't seem so uncomfortable anymore. Get comfortable within the discomfort, and then be able to go a little deeper inside yourself. Get used to diving in a little deep. So, not jumping in the deep end anymore. I'm gonna do this for a lifetime. So, I'm gonna do this, but gently getting used to what my body's happy to provide. And there you go with that. And it feels good. Kind of talking while working out. It's a good thing right there. All right, I'm gonna go for things I have a little bit of a dread towards. That would be these dips right here. I'm gonna go ahead and count them off because I might not be able to see it. And then there's the rocking chair after that. So here's one. Here's two. Here's three. I'm definitely doing it at that angle. So I'm probably going to switch back and forth for this time to do it at that angle all 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That felt good with that. Maybe it's just one like this. The whole point is just doing it, getting comfortable with it. It doesn't really matter. As long as I can talk and not push myself like crazy towards it. It's the point where if I can't even talk, that's not fun. That's not what I want. Be smooth, be good, be enriching, and actually be able to look at myself in the mirror eventually and say, yeah, I've worked for this. This wasn't body by fast food and convenience and cheap processed food. This is the thing you're kind of building up for. And it's a body away from all the stuff I've kind of done in the past to kind of push me out of shape. That was 2 dips. And I think that other time was just 1, maybe 2. Not really counting so much. Just trying not so much to pause. And this would be 3. Let's do 1 more. 4, 5 rocking chair things. And 6. And 1 more just for fun. So, body's getting a little itchy now. That weird sweat you get and you feel itchy in certain spots. Right now it's my shins and my forearms. I don't know exactly why that happens, but it happens every now and then. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Get this sucker out of the way like this. And this is gonna be just chest machine. And flies. That's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. I'm gonna make sure I put my legs on the outside there and just really feel it. And because I'm so tired, this actually seems pretty hard. And that's good. It means I can get, hopefully, more result with less building. And definitely, next week is going to be the buildup of back muscles. The week after that, it's going to be the buildup of shoulder muscles. And it might be a bad idea, but just going to be nothing but chin-ups next week. And I'm just going to see where that takes me. See what happens with that. Probably a good thing. Definitely don't want to be the guy that spends 3 to 4 hours a day in the gym, unless I'm also the guy that's living off of my investments and never ever needs to go to work again. Then I would entertain that thought of going to the gym 3 to 4 hours a day, really busting it out. But at that point, if I had that kind of money, I'd put an air conditioner in here and maybe clear out some of the stuff, put some in storage, get some really good equipment. Yeah, that sounds like the way of it. 3, 4. Why am I counting? It doesn't really matter. I just need to feel it. Believe it or not, I kind of felt it right there. One more. I'm not going to ask that question, how much do I have in me? Because I want to be able to get through this whole thing. And knowing that, like, I would like to be able to get through this whole thing and not have to do super tiny sets near the end, because I've either gone too long or I've just gone too heavy or just flat feel like I'm out of energy, even though I know I'm probably not out of energy. Just my body's telling me, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. So let's get comfortable with discomfort to a certain extent. I think this is, might have been the last set. Might not have been. I'm just going to do a couple more of these. Really kind of feel it. Not much, just until I kind of feel it. There. Feels like I'm really activating my chest right there. Do one more with that kind of high application. Activation. Utilization. Other S-I-O-N or T-I-O-N words. Wow, really feeling that. And we can happily end that discomfort right now. After that, switch out to this. Gonna do that with those reverse flies and pull downs. Oh, this is kind of relaxing just doing it like this. It's a strange angle. Not used to doing this facing forward in the chair, but I'm only going to do one set like this. That's going to be this first set. And just feel the goodness of doing that. Nice, relaxing, happy on the back. Almost like a little bit of a break. That's what it is. It's a little bit of break. Your chest muscles are feeling it. Now a little bit of action going on with the back. There we go. I watch videos of myself and I look so out of shape. For a little while I wasn't even watching the videos. And I guess I had this illusion of me in the mirror looked better than me in reality. And it's not really about looks, it's about progress. But looks, I think, are kind of connected to that progress. So, but the numbers were telling the truth. I really wasn't lifting a lot more. So, I didn't really want to go through a round of just going hardcore and possibly injuring myself. So I decided, hey, how can we go gentle and get the job done? So this is further morphing this experiment. That is me. Can I do this gently all over a long time, like a river that carves out the canyon? Does that work with working out in the human body? And then maybe every now and then have an exercise or two where when I really feel it, I can turn up the intensity and kind of scratch that itch. That might be interesting. There we go. All right. A little bit of everything here. That's the full body workout. I mean, I'm not working out my neck, but I'm working out a lot of other stuff. A friend of mine told me about a friend of his that's CrossFit. I guess supposedly part of his CrossFit routine deals with his neck. That's pretty interesting. I like the idea of a strong neck to protect the spine. It seems like a worthwhile goal. Also realizing I haven't eaten in 44 hours. Time flies. Might as well use it to my advantage. So hopefully the fasted workout will be a bit better. I really have not a huge desire, but a mild, lukewarm, small desire for some fake chicken strips. The kind that gives me like the whole bag's a little over 100 grams of protein. And the bag's about $5. And I used to think they didn't have it, but now they do. It's back. Morningstar brand. The chicken strips. And it seems, as far as fake meat goes, the most protein and the best protein to carbohydrate ratio you can buy in fake meat. I could be wrong about that. There might be some exotic like jackfruit or something like that really does the good job there. But I think this might be a fourth set. But that's the cool thing. I still feel it a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Not going to do too many of them. Just going to feel it. Doing this with a nice controlled behavior. Hit all those weak spots. Not really focusing on the strength of the back, but focusing on those weak areas. Those little in-between spots where you have to use momentum to get past them. That's what I'm focusing on. That feels good. It also feels good to be yapping, but not losing my workout, not sacrificing my workout to make a point while talking. That feels pretty good. I like this. So it's practice on 2 levels. And also gives me a good reason to launch this. See what's going on. See how many I did. By the way, I'm not going to move from the third plate for all of this. It's third plate all the way. Keeping it simple. Thinking about the next exercise I have in here. That would be the standing back pull downs and tricep pull downs. So we do the back first. Put our hands kind of narrow. We, I, all this. You and I. We can do this together. Maybe future me is listening to this through headphones. Like, hey. I don't know. It seems like a silly idea. There's probably a better way to structure this, so that works. That's okay. I'm gonna switch up the triceps now. Triceps certainly feeling it. Alright, kind of do the back thing. Thinking about warming the back now, but that's okay. It's alright. One more just to feel it and to land with extra. Lean up here. There we go. And last set. I am just dripping with sweat, but that's good. Because I can go inside, and the first thing I can do when I'm inside is going to be that inverted sit-up. Just going to do 1 set of those. Not huge. Look at that sweat just dripping off me. That's not doing a lot of weight, not moving a lot of weight for a lot of reps, but the sweat is literally dripping off me. Oh, feeling that in my upper shoulders for some strange reason, not so much in the triceps, but I'm good with that. This set I'm going to start out with the left arm and just gently pull this back up, always trying to anchor my elbow that's not moving against the leg. Right now I'm anchoring my left elbow against the left leg, so I'm really using that to stabilize my body for this lift because it's just a 1-arm lift. And second set of that. I'm only going for 3, just intuitively counting the 3. So that feels alright. Oh man. Also feels like it's pretty hard to get to. This may be a spot where I'm pushing myself a little bit. Not sure. Let's see what 4 feels like. Yeah, 4 feels like interesting interesting thing. So I'm just gonna do this right side for 4, and that's gonna feel 3. And then we're gonna really lift that 4th one, bring it down nice and slow. That is it for the garage. Oh my goodness. Let there be darkness in this room once again. Wow. And fun times were had by all. Whew. The sweat is real. The struggle, I mean, there's elements to it. All right. Seems like a good spot to pay attention to that. Get my trusty rusty towel. I actually got that wheeled down for a little bit. Maybe I'll sit on the throne, the drum throne. That is. All right. Woo. Thank goodness for AC. This feels good in here. Yeah, the whole trusty rusty thing, I think I got that from Sesame Street when I was little. And I think there was an episode where Ernie and Bert, Ernie was like, I gotta find my trusty rusty telescope. And that's all I remember from that. Trusty rusty telescope. I don't think I've ever used the phrase trusty rusty in reference to his telescope, but I use it for all sorts of things. Like the trusty rusty towel. All right. A little bit of a break was good. Don't want to give way to hesitation though. Let's keep moving forward, even if it's kind of slow. Let's keep moving forward. Let the workout come through, shine through. I'm really hoping I can get back to work soon. That'll be another thing good to shine through. Realize I'll be happy with a job where I can read audiobooks. That's one of my favorite things. Find some job, read some audiobooks. Not stand up for too long, not sit down for too long, not lift too much, not be, and that was like, my job was a perfect job. I wasn't sitting in the car seat for more than an hour, and rarely. Always was moving like every half hour and could park far away in the parking lots and walk to my destinations. Like, that was good. And it was also in a way kind of faster because some parking lots were just really busy near the front, but near the back, you can get out with no problem, not have to wait on people crossing and cars going slow and all that kind of bunch up stuff. And just walking an extra 100 yards for all that time being saved. All right, so palms are a little sweaty. Gonna get a little tighter on the grip here for this. Get a nice smooth motion right there. Gently make sure that stuff's hung up. All right, gonna stop my. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not feeling too bad. I'm gonna call this on 6. Maybe with a little bit of help, I'll call this on 7. Yeah, a lot of help. Ugh. All right, that did not stretch my arm good. Or badly, I guess I should say. In other words, I'm feeling fine. All right, still a little sweaty on the palms. Make this gentle and smooth. There we go. Yeah, do not want to go up and down that too much. And I'm gonna try to wipe that down. A lot of sweat. Whole bunches of good sweat on that one. Nice big breath for that workout. Let's get this workout underway. All I'm doing here is grabbing the push-up bars and doing a plank while doing 3 deep breaths from said plank position. That's it. So it's a little bit of a break. It's kind of fun. A little bit of slippery in there, so I'm going to use the tile here because it seems to hold my feet better from slipping. We're going to do just another 3 big breaths, no big deal. Nice and easy, nothing to have any hesitation about. And we're going to sit back and then get ready to do that again. And now I'm doing that again. Or we. Maybe somebody's along with me on this ride. That would be nice. If it does some good for you. All right. That felt like it did its goodness. I almost said due diligence. And then I thought about what they would call a dad joke. You know, wiping your ass is really, if you think about it, poo diligence. Do your poo diligence. Actually, I'm going to keep that there and just grab the weight. All right, so those are out of the way. So this is going to be curls, and then it's going to be standing skull crushers, which is kind of nice. Name sounds kind of harsh, but it's actually pretty good on the triceps. Nice and easy. I'll just do one more to really feel it. I'm just overall really tired. Feeling a little bit like this towel wet and run out. But for this, you gotta do at least one chin up. I'm not gonna hesitate in getting down in position. Feel it for a couple seconds. Got another one in me, yeah. Why not? Not necessarily going for broke, but willing to feel it a little bit more sometimes. Although I am feeling extremely tired. Good news is I can talk while doing this. So I can do this with minimal hesitation. Watching the videos got kind of annoying how much I was talking and not working out for a workout type situation. But now it's much better. I can continue the movement. There we go. That was a little weak on my part. Good thing we're on the 3rd set. Let me clear this out for the day. Yeah, not a bad day. Remember writing down that optimal order on my worksheet? Last 3 workouts, I haven't really stuck with that optimal order. No way, I'm gonna put these away before I do my 3rd set. Give myself a little bit of a break. So a little time putting the weights down. Think about what I want to do after this pull-up. Get the hands in position. Not really think about it too much. Get the feet up, hang there. And as soon as I hang there for like a half second, feel like I really need to engage those muscles. Get things working. All right. I know somebody, maybe it's future me. Hopefully it's not future me. Hopefully future me will be looking at the results that this gave me right here. And future me is going to say, thank you to past me for doing this. Because these results I'm working towards right now, not going to pay off tomorrow. Not going to pay off next month. They might pay off 2 to 3 months lag time. I think that's what you should expect, about 90 days lag time. As long as you don't break the chain and you consistently try to do it for 90 days. Whew. All right, these are not the droids you're after. This is not the workout spot I needed right now. It's going to be a little bit of calf raises. It's going to be a little bit of heel down, double bass pedal simulation, but not going to shoot for a steady rhythm. This is not really about the rhythm. It's about the feeling that comes with doing it in that fashion, kind of tiring out the front of my shins, whereas your calves are the back and the bottom of your legs. This will be the next exercise after this, will be the front of the bottom of my legs. And it's really hard to get into this without like counting. But I'm purposely trying to become a little bit more intuitive in my body, really trying to feel it. So I'm going to talk, but at the same time, my body will let me know, hey, these calf raises feel fine right now. But eventually, they'll start wearing on you. And it'll gently tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, it might be about time. And let's say that means I do a set of 20, and then the next 2 sets are like sets of 5. That's okay. Set of 2, 2 sets of 1, that's fine. Set of 10, 2 sets of 1, that's okay. As long as I kind of feel it. And I'm kind of feeling it right now, but it's not really into that uncomfortable range. If you go a little higher, go a little deeper. Yeah, that did it. That did it right there. I'm not even doing any of the double bounces. No double bounce on top. Well, 2 bounces I guess would be double bounce. So, but not doing a bounce on top, not doing a bounce on bottom. Because if you put those 2 together, it's a calf raise double bounce. It's double bounce calf raise. Just gonna do this till I feel it. I'm not going to go too fast. Really try to get my heels firmly against the floor. You'll want to bounce up. You're not going to do it. I'm feeling that a little bit right now. If I had to count, I'd probably count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For every like 2 pops, I guess. All right, then we can go back to calf raises. This is kind, this is gentle, this is nice. Really getting a workout for my voice too. Feeling a little bit of that hoarseness come in, which is great. A place I need to be, I want to be, I want to get used to. Get some activation in the vocal cords, some little bit of smoothness. Get out those rough edges. Make a nice satin ribbon, silk ribbon of a voice coming through. And yeah, already feeling it on the calf raises. Not too bad, but kind of fun. Not focusing on numbers. Just giving my brain the freedom right now. And that kind of feels good because my mind and my mouth really enjoyed the freedom of talking to the camera. For whatever reason, it felt like good practice. It felt like progress, I guess. And I just thought to myself right now, it's like, well, I was stopping my workouts. I was making my workouts less efficient in order to have that talking thing. And it got to be a tug of war between the talking and the actual working out. So why make it a tug of war? Get everything pulling in the same direction. How can I get that everything pulling in the same direction? Well, let's redefine the problem. I was workout, focus on the numbers while working out, and then I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't talk about the stuff I wanted to talk. And thoughts would sometimes pop in my head, and sometimes, like a soap bubble, they would pop away. And after the workout, I might forget that really what I thought would be an interesting point to talk about. Now, I got them both, I understand the situation. How can I get them both on the same side? Well, the first step towards success would be stop counting, go intuitive, experiment with going intuitive, and talk while working out. The next level of success, I think, is only talk while working out. If I'm transitioning between exercises and I'm talking, then I'm not working out. And I shouldn't encourage that behavior. It's like, let's say I need to get a job, and I really like playing drums. And I say to myself, I'm not going to play drums until I get that job. And just keep on cutting off all those things I think are fun, the extra fun, until I get that thing I need to get. Whew. So now, I'm only going to experiment with talking while working out. See what happens on this full body workout. And the cool thing is that, I mean, the counts are nice. Do I have to do them every time? No. Will it be a waste of paper if I don't? No. It's digital. It's fine. It's not too much space. So this will work. So just so you see this, these are the little hand grips, and I'm just gonna do it until I kind of feel it. I usually count, and the counting is weird. One of these feels a little easier than the other. They should be the same, but you know, I think I might have paid $5 for them. Part of me thinks I actually might have paid $1 for them, but that's okay. I feel pretty good. Yeah, I feel it. This is the exercise I need to turn around for, not because I want to see my back, but because of the space. I'm kicking forward and kicking sideways. And yeah, I automatically went with just doing 3 of these. And I think I'll go that way. Just because I know I can do these for a long time. And I just kind of want to get it out of the way. Same thing with these, although for some reason I'm really feeling this. Not going fast on these. Trying to. But that's alright. Just kind of feeling it. Not really kind of worrying about it. This will be the second set of all this stuff. Almost on the end of these. Feels pretty good. It's a good place to be. Yeah, I like this. Here's the last set of these. Just gonna kind of do them. Really crunch up. Make those things fully connect. Feel that stress on the forearms. Wow. Switch up my legs a little bit. Start out with the left foot. And maybe do a few more of these. Just to feel it. But I want to kind of keep them in balance, I guess. So, really trying to go for maybe 6. And we'll see if I can almost intuitively count to 6 while still talking. That should be like 5. That should be 6. So hopefully all of these can be intuitively counted to like 6. Try to get me to count to like 13, and I'll be messed up all the time. The higher the number, the more likelihood of the mess up. But for a variety of reasons, probably some touching upon Bradford's law, I think it is, or Bradford's theorem, or something with a guy named Bradford, I think. I'm gonna do these without the chair. Not sure why. A little bit of variety, maybe. Now I realize why I felt the need for the chair. I wanted to put my feet on the chair for the push-ups. But it was nicer putting down the weights without the chair. Put them down almost sort of like in their proper spot. That felt about right. But a few push-ups without my feet elevated will not kill me. At least I have the push-up bars. Go a little deeper. Last set of these. I'm at least gonna go for 3. 2. 3. So somewhere between 20 and 36 hours, supposedly, your body goes into ketosis while in a fast. I don't know about all that. A friend of mine told me that if you still go into ketosis, you start smelling bad. That's a real bad thing. Well, right now I'm in hour probably 44, maybe 45, and I just smelled myself. Kind of ripe. Kind of bad, but nothing new. I smell like this a lot. From my memories. Long runs and stuff. Oh, and I'm super cheating because I'm bending my arms even with this lightweight. But that's all right. Try to make it as straight as possible here. Oh, we're definitely feeling that. This first one's gonna be bent. That's bent. That's very bent. Then straight. A little bit of motion to it. No momentum, just straight. Last one. Bent it near the end. That's all right. I'm done. We're done here. Now it's a little bit over 45 minutes. I think everything's going a little out of focus right now. I need to sit down. And I didn't work out hard, but I'm feeling it. I was hoping for a better feeling, less nausea. God, I haven't pushed myself to nausea in a while. And everything I read about working out while fasted should be like, oh yeah, it's better for you. Well, even if I can do less, I'm not about pushing numbers, I'm about getting results. I think this is going to give me good results. My weight's already dropped a bit, so that's good. The goal is 185 pounds, or maybe a little less, with a good, strong, muscular physique. And the reason for that is, and I believe this to be true, I've felt this, never had problems in my knees till I got past 230 pounds. And I think I crept up to like 235. Might have been even 239. Now, well, my fitness journey began when my friend told me that for every pound of weight that you lose, it's like 9 pounds of pressure off your knees. And I felt it. I went for a jog with him and I couldn't go very far. My knees felt weird. I was like, I don't want to chance this. And he told me in a gentle, nice way how much of a fat fuck I was. But he did it in the nicest way possible. It's like, I don't mean to be mean, but this is going to sound mean. You've turned into a fat fuck. And I look at myself now, I still see that, but I realize the effort I'm putting in now, it's not going to pay off. You know, it's about being invested in the future. And I'm just putting money in the piggy bank for the future. So if I keep this consistent, 2 more cycles, imagine by cycle 6, it's 7-week cycles. So let's see, 3 months would be 3 times 4, 12. 12 divided by 7. Let's say 3 cycles, I'm on cycle 3. So roughly around cycle 6. And cycles could be 6 weeks, they could be 8 weeks, but they're probably going to be 7 weeks. Because if I did, like I can cut it down to like 5 weeks if necessary. I could do a 2-week part 1, which is this, which used to take a week, but now I'm doing 7 sessions in 2 weeks. And then part 2 could be adventure week, and that could just be a week, you know, adventure working out, which is just whatever I experiment with. It's a new experiment. And then week 3 could be, or is, part 3 is the Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout, the normal that I've been doing for almost 2 years, or maybe more than 2 years, pretty much. And that got me. When I was at 235, it was amazing how fast I got to like 215. And eventually I got down to the lowest was 189. And then maybe I got lazy. For lack of a better term, there was things that happened and I couldn't make excuses, but I'm just saying there's a definitive part of that was my laziness, how I got back up to as high as 219. And I know weight it's too much about that number. It's an interesting metric, but I don't want to put my heart and soul into it. What I really want to put my heart and soul into is lean body mass, you know, that kind of thing. And percentage of body fat. I really want to get down to, I mean, 7% would be pretty cool just to see what that would look like on me. But really, around 13%. My guess, that's probably about 185 pounds. I mean, it'll probably shift a little bit based upon how much muscle mass I might gain and all that kind of good stuff. It's going to be a gentle gain in muscle mass, though. So, oh, by the way, this is my reward. I got through the workout. I can talk, but what I should do before I talk is to make sure I got the whole workout. So, Chin-ups and incline bench, done. Squats, leg extensions, leg contractions, done. Chest machine flies, done. Pull downs, reverse flies, done. Curl, skull crushers, pull-ups, done. Dips and rocket chair, done. Inverted sit-ups and planks, done. Calf raises, heel, double base, heel down, double base, yeah, done. Grips, leg and knee ups, done. Military press and push-ups, done. Push downs with the back for the back and push downs for the triceps, standing, done. Bent back, left and right lifts, done. Lateral raises, frontal raises, done and done. And it wasn't done in that order, but I did it in the order that felt pretty good, you know, minimizing that transition time, that changes in scenery, which it feels better that way. I can focus more on the workout and having a good conversation. So all that in about 50 minutes while relaxingly talking. Good stuff. I also might want to, just for the fun of it, maybe next cycle change the, you know, start out over there or start out in there, and you know the starting point can be different. It doesn't have to start out with the, you know, doing chin-ups, although that's a fun way to start out too, but it's all relative. I'm just checking that box and making sure I get that consistency on it and making sure I feel it in one way or another. And yeah, I am most definitely feeling it. I wonder how much I weigh. I might have lost a pound in sweat there. Not that that really matters too much, but it's interesting. Okay, so back to the journey I've been kind of talking about. 235 to hopefully 189, then back up to 219, then hopefully right now I'm probably about 203. Well, last time I weighed myself it was 202.8, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I've only been doing every other day eating or 36 plus hour fasts for maybe a week or two. Yeah, it's been at least 2 weeks, so maybe 3. So thinking about that. Good stuff. On the path. Things are converging. Yeah, a video of me sitting there with my head down breathing is probably not that compelling. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down and grab some grub. That seems like it's a very correct thing to do. I think I'll buy myself a bag of frozen vegetables, maybe a bag of broccoli, and get myself some wasabi, some sriracha. I already have some green peppered Cholula. Actually, I already have plenty of sriracha too. I think I'm out of wasabi, and I know I'm out of horseradish. But yeah, I put all those 4 together in this just weird sauce, and I'll call it Clear My Sinuses. Although my sinuses before this whole coronavirus thing started happening, I used to sneeze every day, at least once a day, whether I needed it or not. Now I've become a little bit more self-conscious about sneezing. It's not been as fun, and for some reason I figured out ways to kind of stop it. Like, a big part of it is just not breathing in, breathing out, and holding that empty for a good long time, then slowly chipping that breath back in. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. A nice cold shower will do wonders for me. And then eventually maybe watch this video, do the numbers on it if I want, or not. Doesn't really matter so much. the biggest part is, would I rather have accurate numbers or whether I have results, and if I can only have one. And with results, the accurate numbers are kind of meaningless unless I'm part of a data set that is figuring out how not to do something. And it has, the recipe for the right way on contestant number 865. That human being has it. Cracking the code. And there probably is an optimal code. It's a shame it's probably different for everybody. But near optimal, some generalizations can occur, and the generalization is, hey, generally working out is good, and in general it'll make you a stronger, healthier human being. Not all the time, but more than likely. And I'm betting on more than likely. Okay. My goodness. So imagine, if you would, there's some dumbbells I have, you can adjust the weights. Imagine those dumbbells, but make them electronic, and they adjust the weights automatically, but they also sense and they count how many you do. So like you start out a dumbbell routine, that's like a full body dumbbell routine. And it says, hey, do these 3 sets. And the first time you do it, it's just kind of figuring out where your discomfort zones. It's noticing all your hesitations. It's giving you a count. And maybe you're watching a video while you're doing it, and you're trying to do it with the video, and maybe there's like a camera on you and the weights are monitored and all this kind of stuff, and it automatically counts for you how many you do, and gives you a certain time period between stuff. And it fits in all these variables, it plays with all these variables, and it has thousands of people doing this workout, and it's figuring out what's giving them accurate results. And the videos are being compiled so it knows that they're not cheating. The motion detection on maybe wristbands and dumbbells and leg bands are all being figured out. And it's jiving with the video, and everything kind of falls into place. And with all that data, an algorithm set into place to figure out what is optimum for this human being and what is optimum in general for most people, and then do slight variations off that general formula for all these different people. So all you have to do, if you want to get close to your optimal fitness and your optimal growth fitness level, is just follow the directions. Just have faith in the weight, and it's going to figure you out. Just do it and don't question. And when you need hesitation, when you feel tired, get tired, put down the weight, whatever it is. It'll notice you're doing that, and it'll notice that you've reached the point where you just don't want to do it anymore. And the whole goal of it is to get you fit as possible within your comfort zone, but also expand that comfort zone a slight bit. That would be pretty awesome. I would definitely love to be a part of a company that's making that happen. That would be so cool. One of these dream things, and then that way, and like you can, the technology's there. I mean, I've seen the mirror thing, and that just seems way overpriced. But it's an interesting take on it. So you combine the mirror with adjustable dumbbells, with fitness trackers, motion trackers and fitness trackers, and also camera trackers. So you have a headband and leg bands and arm bands, and you have all that, and maybe even rings, I don't know, whatever. And then you also have some dumbbells, and you also maybe have a bench, and you have all these things set up in a certain way, and maybe you even have a machine that goes along with it. Whatever equipment you have, this thing is going to adjust for you, and it's going to give you the best workout it can based upon its assessment of where you're at and your comfort levels, And I think everybody wants to be in the same place pretty much. But there might be some people like, hey, I want to get leaner. Some dudes might be, hey, I want to get bigger. Well, some people in general, hey, I want to get bigger. Some people might be like, I just want to get stronger but not look bigger. There's probably all sorts of different goals in there. Hey, I just want to lose some weight. Hey, I just want to be able to get a full range of motion back, a little bit of injury rehab
minor injury rehab, not major, but because that probably opens up that whole system to lawsuits. But there's going to be people using it off-label for major rehab because, hey, their insurance doesn't pay for the rehab, the injury rehab. So, yeah. So that's my my lovely idea, one of my lovely ideas towards making this world a better place. And that I think it genuinely would. I generally believe that technology makes life better for everybody. So, in a certain with that belief and really buying into that belief, maybe a little too much, maybe almost delusionally. Who's in the White House doesn't matter as much as it used to, or maybe ever has. I don't know, but the technology is going to help people not be wage slaves. But maybe I've said too much. I don't like to get political. I don't like to draw the lines and be divisive just to be divisive. I like to be inclusive. We're all in this thing together. So let's do what we can to make this world a better place for you and for me and for all that, and not poison our minds with, it's okay a little bit. What about me? What's in it for me? And that's okay. That's a survivalist trait. But there's so much more to life than that. And hopefully, once technology keeps on getting better, there'll be a lot less people asking, hey, what's in it for me? Instead, maybe asking, how can I help out? Glad to help. And truly feeling that depth of happiness that happens when you help somebody out. And the better technology gets, the higher the quality of the problems we'll have. Instead of, how do I get enough to eat? It's, whoa, how do I slow down on my eating habits? Both these can be bad problems. One seems like it's in a better world than the other one. Not always. Oh. Later it shall be. Almost tripped up on that. Cool.